The basics of losing weight is simple. Eat less and move more, but everyone's still fat. So for the greater good of science and humanity, I'm going to try the most unhinged fat loss methods, see which ones work, which ones don't, and which ones are too crazy to try. Like number 1.
Take a bunch of magic mushrooms and have an 8-hour therapy session with yourself. Yeah, I actually found this as an unhinged weight loss method. So, of course, we have to do it. This is as unhinged as it gets. So here we are.
I am not fat. I am no longer fat. I am healthy. I'm not fat.
As you can see, I was there. My pupils are wide open. This is all for comedic purposes only. I swear no consumption truly happened. Wink, wink.
I'm not fat. I'm not fat anymore. No longer fat. That's right. No longer fat. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so how do I feel about that one? I have to disclose that this video was filmed in the great country of the Netherlands, where all substances are decriminalized. So now with that out of the way, do I recommend this? Not really. I feel like if you took a really high dose and then then you get into some psychological issues if you can't handle it. Would I do this if you're trying to lose weight? Psychological reprogramming is a fantastic way to do it. So if nothing else works, maybe go do some psilocybin therapy. But of course, make sure you're doing it legally with a therapist or however things are, because genuinely of note, you can really mess up your mental health with these types of things. So don't follow in my footsteps. Was it worth it? For me, absolutely not. I did it the old-fashioned way by slowly putting in the work. But look, if I was able to take some mushrooms and make it go away, then I would definitely be doing that type of stuff.
So it's 4 a.m. first thing in the morning. I just woke up, and typically I have a little bit of protein, but today we are skipping breakfast and we are only going to live off of stimulants in the morning. So our first meal is going to be later in the day, somewhere while I'm working, somewhere after the gym. I'm going to be not too hungry. I don't get too hungry in the morning, so I guess this is a fantastic way to save on calories. Skip your breakfast and then just take a bunch of stimulants to lower your appetite. So let's get to it.
So here we have it, the first coffee of the day. It's typically the best coffee of the day. Am I right? Am I right? Here's coffee number 2, coffee number 3. Of course, the mandatory stizzy hit. You have to be vaping to lower your appetite. Am I a vapor? No, but for the challenge, we have to get as many stimulants as possible. I had another coffee and let's see how we feel.
Should we be taking more stimulants? No. Are stimulants good for you? No. Do they make you feel good? Hell yeah. Do they kill your appetite? Hell yeah. But do I do this every day? Hell no. So, lower the stimulants. This did work well. I really like the stimulant one. I use this one a lot personally when I was losing weight. I would drink, 8 coffees a day, but eventually you have to stop this. Don't be, overdosing on caffeine.
In that time, I went to go do some work, which you will be able to see on screen. I then got myself a pre-workout. We're nearly at 500 milligrams of caffeine. I am powered up, I'm energetic, ready to slay the day. And very soon after this, we went to go hit the gym. We went to hit some bench press, hit some cardio, do some gym shenanigans, and then we went on our way back home. At this point, I woke up at 4 a.m. It's roughly 2 o'clock. I've been fasting all day. I go to sleep at 7 p.m. I know it's quite early, but it's quite late for me. So this meal, I've been waiting all day for.
Okay, so we are back from the gym, post-gym meal. It's the afternoon right now. And as for the morning, we fasted the whole morning, only caffeine, only stimulants. It worked fine. But our next unhinged tip is to be grateful for your food. Smile before eating and always say thank you. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna first set this up and give it a smile. Really take in the gratitude. My chest is gonna pop. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the food. Thank you. 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 All right. So do I feel any less hungry? Not really. Is this an unhinged tip? Yeah, probably. So I'm going to eat this. And then before our next meal, we're going to get to our next unhinged tip and see if it helps us stave off the hunger.
For our fourth unhinged tip, we have to brush our teeth and also use whitening strips in order to not eat. This is a fantastic way, apparently, to trick your brain into not feeling hungry because, well, are you really going to want to rebrush your teeth? Are you going to want to eat while you're whitening your teeth? Probably not. So let's go. We brushed our teeth. I put on the whitening strips. Let's see how we feel.
Well. A few hours have gone by ever since, the last hack that we did. And I'm gonna be honest, was it any good? No, it was absolutely horrible. Brushing your teeth and then putting on whitening strips really does not make me want to eat less. And in fact, actually, I went to go have an apple a couple of hours later, just like right before recording this. So did it really help? Not really, because if you brush your teeth in the middle of the day, it's like, okay, yeah, now my teeth are clean and I can just eat food even better now. I don't know. I'd understand if it's like brushing your teeth roughly around your bedtime and then you're like, oh, you know what? Then I'm not gonna eat. I'm just gonna go to sleep. But this hack, was it worth it? Hell no. Let's move on to the next one, which we will see after our next meal because we are going to skip a meal. This next hack is very, very interesting and will allow you to save upwards of thousands of calories if you can pull it off right. And it's something that I did when I was on my biggest weight loss journey too. So this last one, it's truly going to be a work of art because it's about time to go to sleep. It's about 6 o'clock. I go to sleep at 7 o'clock. I'm a little baby. I like waking up at 4 o'clock. I like getting my 8-9 hours of sleep. So the last hack we have here is sleep through your goddamn meals. So instead of having my last meal before bed, I'm just gonna go sleep. And if you go to sleep on time, it's actually a really good way to not only regulate your metabolism because poor sleep does negatively affect your hunger, but also if you're just sleeping, you're not eating, right? So you're not gonna binge in the morning, you're always binging at night. It's a great way to get rid of those late night cravings. Just go to bed. So we're gonna do that. And then I'll see you tomorrow. I'll rate everything and then we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so what's the consensus here? Which of these hacks are the best? Personally, in my professional opinion, can you see that I'm wearing underwear? I hope you don't see that I'm wearing underwear. In my professional opinion, I think sleeping through meals may be the best out of all of these unhinged ones. And especially if you have a pretty good sleep schedule, just sleeping through meals might be the way to go. As for all the other ones, they do work well. I think the stimulant one is also a pretty good one. If you're just like fasting all day, just drinking a bunch of coffee, that's a great way to curb your appetite. Push all your meals later to the day as far as you can. Skip your last meal, have those like 1 or 2 meals, and that's an amazing way to cut on calories. These are some of the tactics that I actually used when I was, losing a bunch of weight myself. Maybe brush your teeth a little bit earlier. That could also work. The whitening strips I really think have, no help towards weight loss. And the psychedelics, I mean, if you really want to push it, if you really think you have, some type of psychological issue that's causing you to binge eat, overeat, go for it. I recommend that you go and have the experience with that intention in mind. May not be for everyone, but it does work for some people and they can permanently change for the better, also for the worse. So, do what you will with that information. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel and help me get out of crippling debt.